Flat Earth. The globe Earth is mathematically impossible, and I will tell you all why. Now, if you look at this model that I created, of course, it is said to be a real image of the Earth. We all know that that cannot be true because, for one, the North Pole is supposed to be somewhere near the northern area, and I'm not seeing that. But contrary to that, Antarctica itself is said to be 3,437.5 miles wide. That's east to west or west to east. Now, again, they say, of course, that all of the countries, continents, and everything is on one side of the globe, primarily. So that is why I did my numbers as far as 180 degrees in the middle. But we're going to cite the fact that it is supposed to be a 360-degree sphere. So that means from the bottom portion where you see the 30 degrees, from 90 to 80 will be 40 degrees. From 80 to 70 will be 40 degrees. And that will lead you all the way back up to the equator line, which will be 360 degrees. So it's going to be 40, 80, 120, 160, 200, and so forth for each tint. So you'll have, say you'll have 90 degrees south. That's going to be 40 degrees worth of a circle. As you can see, it's smaller at the bottom and it's wider in the middle. So for them to say that Antarctica sits at 90 degrees south, we're going to say that it's between 80 degrees and 90 degrees. So that's still going to be like a 40-degree circle. It's not going to be 360 based on the same surface area and the same mileages as it would be in the center of the earth as it would be at the bottom. As you can see where it's saying 30 degrees, you can see that portion is very small. So they're fitting that ice down there and saying to you that that is Antarctica. But again, Antarctica is said to be 3,437.5 miles wide. And that area will not give you enough width in order to fit Antarctica properly at the bottom in width at all. It's just not that much surface area left in that portion. Your surface area will diminish drastically past the 80 degrees south to the 90 degrees south point. So there is no way possible that you will be able to fit Antarctica within those coordinates of the 80 to the 90 degree south coordinates because it is too wide. Yet they've shaped it up on this ball and it just doesn't work like that. Also, Antarctica is said to be 82 degrees south, 135 degrees east. And that should let you know something. It shouldn't even be 120 west or 120 east on a sphere past the 80 degrees south to the 90 degrees south line, because the sphere is not even that wide at that point for all of those coordinates to line up properly. So those longitude and latitude lines that are built up off of a sphere are fake. They are mathematically impossible. And they've just been sculpted off of using a horizontal plane. And that's just point blank, period. And I can break this down further if you all would like to go through the coordinate lines and take into account the surface area of these oceans that lie within those lines, those countries, those states. I've done it, and I've completely diminished the globe. It is impossible. Even if you want to go up to the north, of course, you have the Arctics, and the Arctics itself is said to be 6.371 million miles squared in area. And of course, that portion of a globe between the 60 degree north to the 90 degree north latitude lines only can enclose an area of a few million, I would say, about 4,200,000 something within that area as far as the surface area that I calculated. And the Arctic itself is nearly 2 million times over that surface area. So all of this stuff that they're telling you all that can fit on this sphere, once you actually do the math, you will figure out that it is impossiBALL. Globe, Earth, fail.